John chapter 12, verse 27. Right, we ended up the previous part where Jesus was answering, well, kind of speaking in a certain sense to the people, but as well kind of speaking to himself, and all of this because the Greeks came to Philip and asked Philip to see him. And then Philip and Andrew went to Jesus. And then Jesus said these things, right? About him dying and all of those things. So let's continue. Verse 27, John 12. Now is my soul troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this purpose I've come to this hour. Now see, the way I read it now was very factual. It's just like, now is my soul troubled and what shall I say? But a little piece of advice maybe to when you as a pastor or when you work with people is, R.C. Sproul said this as well. Put some emotion in it. Make the verse speak. Right? So let me reread the verse. Now is my soul troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this purpose, I've come to this hour. Okay, so the fact is Jesus, he's troubled. His soul is troubled. Right? This is not, oh, I'm on the beach here in Bali. Nice, right? I mean, wonderful, beautiful moon up there. There's some stars over there. There's a few more and lights and it's so beautiful, right? Ah, man, I'm like having a great life here. Okay? No, that is not where he is. His soul is troubled. He's in Jerusalem, knowing that in a couple of days he'll be hanging on a cross. Knowing that, my God, why have you forsaken me? Knowing that all his disciples are going to forsake him. Knowing that Judas is going to betray him. For what? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? He just helped people. He healed people. He served people. He did nothing wrong. He did not break one single law of God. Not one single one. So for what reason? Because of their sin. Because they hate the light and he is the light. He shed light on their sin. So yes, that is why they hated him. So you can see that these emotions, you need to climb into the being of Jesus at that moment. Imagine yourself, right? They say actors, when they are acting out a role, remember there in Avengers, the second one, the one where half of everyone died kind of idea. The actors had to climb into the shoes of losing their loved ones, right? There goes Spider-Man, and Iron Man is like sitting with the Spider-Man disappearing. And he was crying, those emotions. You see it in the movies. And I think in this case as well, when we read the Word of God, we read words, right? We read it like I read the verse the first time. Kind of factual. We don't think. We don't stop to think. The meaning of the words is not flooding through us. His soul was troubled. What would Jesus have felt at that moment? Not what would Jesus have done at that moment. What would he have felt at that moment? The emotions. I did nothing wrong and my time is here. It's now. I just raised someone from the dead and now they want to kill me. What would Jesus have felt at that moment? Stop. Think. Let this come into you. Let this flood through you. The emotions, right? Like when we studied Genesis, those emotions when Jacob heard about Joseph alive, when Jacob thought that he'd lose Benjamin as well, when when the brothers met Joseph, when Joseph met the brothers, those emotions that I talked about so much when we studied through that. But here even more, the emotions. Okay, we need to love God not just with our mind, Reformed people, but with our emotions as well, with our hearts. We need to stop and to think. What shall I say? What shall I say? My soul is troubled. Father, save me from this hour. But it is for this hour that I came. I am here for this reason. Although I want to ask, but this is why I'm here. This is the reason why I am here. To die for my enemies, for the people who hate me. Romans 5, he didn't die for us while we were his friends and searching for him. He died for us while we were his enemies. And this is what he's standing at. This is what he's looking at. His soul is troubled. God, fully man. This is not easy. This is not easy at all. This is not us on the Sunday morning. I remember growing up, starting to get all angry at the pastor and looking at our watches when an hour of the church service is over because there's chicken in the oven or something like that. Right now, more fireworks going off, right? Yeah, this is not, we get all fidgety like now there's fireworks, like, this is not that. Jesus didn't sit only through an hour service and he hung for hours on the cross. Oh, Christians. I'm not speaking to non-Christians now, I'm speaking to Christians. Get into his shoes. Feel what he felt. You get angry when people hate you because you did something good and then you say, no, I'm not going to do good ever again because every time I do something good, people hate me for it. I have said that a lot of times. Can we stop? No, we must not. Jesus didn't stop. He went to the cross. He went to the cross to die for garbage like me. No, I know you say, how can you call yourself garbage? You're made in the image of God. Before I was born again, I was a sinner dead in sin. I was an enemy of Christ. There was nothing good in me. In that context, I'm speaking. I want to stress it, and it's the only word kind of I can think of now. He knew all of this. He asked the question, what would I need to ask, Father? Take me away from this. Don't let me suffer. Don't let me sit through another sermon. Don't let me be laughed at again. Don't let me be put in prison again. But this is why I'm here. This is why I came. This is why we are here as Christians. To do the right thing, even in the face of adversity. Even when it hurts to hell. We need to be like Christ. But to be like Christ, you first need to get into his shoes and feel what he felt. Because then your feelings will be put into perspective.